Podcasts are hot right now. How do I know? Well, you're listening to one right now, aren't you? But you might be wondering, how on earth do I get my voice out there and start my own podcast? It all seems so intimidating. Between hosting and platforms and monetization, it can get real complicated real quick. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We started this podcast over 2 years ago, not knowing clue one on how to do it. So how do we do it? We did it with Anchor. Anchor is the free podcast app with creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And everybody likes money, right? Well, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go right now, download the free Anchor app, or go to Anchor FM to get started. It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. This episode of the E-Commerce Minute is brought to you by Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes. With Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes, it's just click, send, and save for as low as $4.99 a month. Send envelopes, flats, and packages right from your desk, and you're back in business in no time. And for being a loyal E-Commerce Minute listener, you'll receive a free 30-day trial to get started and a free 10-pound scale to ensure that you'll never overpay. Save time and money on mailing and shipping with Send Pro Online. Starting at $4.99 a month, you can qualify for special USPS rates for letters and priority mail shipping. Calculate exact postage online, and print labels right from your PC. So go to pb.com/minute to access this special offer for a free 30-day trial plus a free 10-pound scale to get started. That's pb.com/minute. Experience shipping made simple with a free trial of Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes. It's E-Commerce Minute episode 558.
In today's episode, you can now order Postmates at Yankee Stadium. Huh?
Some may say that baseball stadium food is part of the whole experience, but sometimes that food isn't so great. You pay $18 for a teeny fountain drink and a subpar hot dog just to be hungry again in 25 minutes. And we all know baseball games aren't short. But this is all about to change. The New York Yankees have officially partnered with Postmates to let baseball fans skip stadium concession lines by ordering food and drinks on a mobile app. The service is called Postmates Live, and fans who open the Postmates app while at Yankee Stadium will see a selection of items they can order for pickup from designated locations. After paying for their order through the app, customers will receive a pickup time and text notification when their food is ready. To celebrate this new partnership, Postmates is offering everyone at Postmates at Yankee Stadium a $5 credit. Consumers can redeem their offer by entering promo code Yankees into the Postmate app when placing your order. Mobile Marketer points out that despite negative attendance trends, the introduction of Postmates Live to more stadiums could help to familiarize people to new mobile ordering services. By striking these types of exclusive deals that provide service at sports stadiums and concert events, Postmates appears to be attempting to expand its market share, and the availability of food delivery apps at baseball games could even help solve the problem of long lines at concession stands. The news also comes directly after an announcement in August that Postmates had signed a multi-year partnership with the LA Dodgers to be the stadium's on-demand delivery and pickup partner. The service is live at Yankee Stadium right now from sections 113 and 116, and will expand to the rest of the stadium once the 2020 season begins. Kind of an odd announcement at the end of baseball season, but I think this is a good move. I know the Phillies do a similar thing.
Can you get it from outside of the stadium?
Well, that's what I thought when I first saw this, but no, sadly.
It's on side. That would be just silly, sir.
I want ramen delivered to my seat.
Because a 90-degree baseball stadium, you want some ramen.
Yes, well, I eat ramen anytime, so I'm an odd cat. But at the beginning of the article, we were kind of making fun of baseball food, but baseball food has come a long way.
Oh yeah, our stadium is amazing.
Especially in Philadelphia, we have a plethora of new food items. If you come to Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia and leave hungry, you've got a big problem, or you just didn't have enough money. But this Postmate thing is really cool because millennials, they like to order on their apps. They don't like to talk to people, so it's perfect. You can order your hot dog and
I don't like talking to people. I
don't either.
I mean, have you ordered from like old school baseball stadium like stands? Come on, that's like some of the worst ordering ever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's but I still like a little baseball hot dog once in a while.
Right.
Fortunately, the beers are now $15 each.
Yeah. But they got better.
But they've
got
got
good beer.
Yeah, they're good beer. I mean, like we'll go back to Philly again. They just opened a new beer garden there, sponsored by Goose Island, and the beer is quite tasty there. And it's a great experience. We can talk about. I mean, there's a couple different business options to talk about here. When we can talk about what baseball and MLB in particular is doing to keep up attendance, and I think one of those is creating a better experience because what I see as a baseball fan is that you get a lot of people who go to these games that are not exactly fans of baseball. Now, maybe dad is a fan or cousin Joe is a fan, and he brings 3 of his friends. Well, I'm going to guarantee you that 75% of that crew is either there just to drink or just to eat or just to look around and do stuff. So what they're trying to do is say, okay, we know that a lot of these people aren't paying attention or they have a short attention span or they want to look at their phones. Let's give them better experiences. Mm-hmm. I haven't been to the new Yankee Stadium, but I know that it's a world of difference than the old Yankee Stadium was. Now, I'm a purist. I remember the old Shea Stadium where that was basically like concrete, some toilets, and some hot dogs, and that was it. And that was for a baseball purist. That was for someone who wanted to sit in a hard seat and watch a game of baseball. Fast forward to whatever year this is, 2019, people want experience. They want chargers at their seats. They want the food brought to their seats. They want music. They want big scoreboards. They want all this kind of stuff. And this kind of dovetails right into it. So
yeah, I've been to that stadium. I'm not a big fan.
No,
because it's quite old school. Like it's still an old school baseball field. Like our field here for Phillies or like the Mets Stadium, open. They're just like airy. They're just different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a very like I feel like it's a very closed off place. Whereas the other stadiums are very like just open. I mean, Yankees are one of the oldest teams, so they just kind of went old school. But I feel like I've been to a few of them, and I'm obviously partial to our Phillies, but also like the Mets Stadium. It's cool. I've been to Yankees, and I'm just not a big fan of the stadium.
Interesting. No, I mean, I heard it was a nice stadium, but as I said, I haven't had the opportunity to travel up there.
It's nice and new. Right? That's fine. It's just like the style of it is still a little more old school.
If you want a terrible stadium, go to Tropicana Field, which is the Tampa Bay Rays, which for some reason is not in Tampa Bay. It's in St. Petersburg. It's a dome stadium. You can't do anything. You can't see anything. No one goes to the games. The entire top level is closed off because they don't have enough people coming. So it's terrible. But if you go on a Wednesday night, you can catch a game for $4. So
$4.
Yeah, something like that. And they have a deal with 7-Eleven. If you go to 7-Eleven on a certain Friday during the month, you can get tickets for $7 for a Friday night.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
So
we want to get back to concessions. If you recall, in E-commerce Minute episode 290, we did a show about Clear. Clear is the fingerprint security thing. You can buy beer with a fingerprint. We talked about that they were using Clear in some of the stadiums. So you go right up to the line, put your finger in, and you're cleared for your ID and everything. And you didn't it actually let you buy the beer as well? Like you tied your card into it?
Yeah, something like
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was cool. I had to mention that.
That was cool.
So as we mentioned, the Phillies as well as the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Washington Nationals have also added mobile ordering to their stadium services. These exclusive partnerships with major venues and entertainment events essentially makes Postmates part of the official billing and give the service access to an audience that it normally wouldn't be able to reach since concerts and sporting events don't allow outside food and drink. Yeah, but it's still the same food on the inside. All right, pretty interesting. Let me tell you about today's sponsor. Shipping and mailing from your desk has never been simpler than with SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. With SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes, it's just click, send, and save for as low as $4.99 American per month. You can send envelopes, flats, and packages right from your desk, and you're back to business in no time. And for being a loyal e-commerce minute listener, you'll receive a free 30-day trial to get started. That's a whole month. And a free 10-pound scale to ensure that you never, ever overpay. Here's the features and benefits. You can save time and money on mailing and shipping with SendPro Online. Starting at $4.99 a month, you can also qualify for special USPS rates for letters and priority mail shipping, calculate exact postage online, and print labels and stamps right from your PC. It's up in the cloud, no software, right on your computer. So here's the deal. Go to pb.com/minute to access a special offer for a free 30-day trial plus a free 10-pound scale to get started. That's pb.com/minute. Experience shipping made simple with a free trial of SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. Oh, quick stat time. Postmates has snagged about 12% of the food delivery market behind rivals DoorDash 28%, Grubhub 27%, and Uber Eats 25%. That's according to eMarketer. Postmates now reaches 70% of U.S. households and delivers food from some 500,000 restaurants. That's according to TechCrunch. And Postmates completes how many deliveries per month, Bart? How many do you think? 7, 12?
3,427 and a half.
That would be 5 million deliveries per month.
Yikes.
And analysts have valued Postmates at $1.85 billion. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think there's going to be a consolidation in the deal in the delivery space?
There already is. I think somebody just bought Caviar, I believe.
Caviar got bought, right?
Right. They all have to. I mean, there's just tons of them, and they're, and people are starting to skirt around. Like restaurants are starting not liking it because they're not making any money and it's expensive and all the fun stuff. But
yeah, and it's a hassle, and they have to have all the little consoles and all that other kind of stuff. And you're from Grubhub or you're from DoorDash or you're from what are you doing? And I think it just creates a bit of chaos in the kitchens, don't you think?
Yeah, I was just listening to like a podcast with I have to find who it was exactly, but they were talking about all the restaurants, and I think it's a pizza place in the South somewhere, and the guy owns like 50 or 60 of them, and they actually made their own ordering system because it was a Asian, it was like a Chinese takeout place, and basically they do their own, they don't put any of the restaurants on any one of those things because they can't control food. Control the quality and stuff like that. He's like, they might cost us $1 more, but the quality of it and what we put into things and how we deliver and what we deliver and when people are, I can control every piece of it. And that was the biggest thing for him.
That is super interesting. I would love to learn more about that. If you could slide me a text link there later in the chat, I'd love to do a little research.
Research on that? Sure.
Maybe put a little show notes or maybe do a podcast about it. All right. Got anything else?
Nah, that's it, my friend.
And one depressing stat, MLB attendance was down around 4% in 2018. Sad trombones. People get out there and watch a baseball game, man. It's America's pastime. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.